Alright, so I'm actually finally on the home stretch for making videos here. This is my the last real set of videos that I'm making, which is the startup set of videos. This will cover the exact thing you're supposed to do in order to prepare for the 10K an hour guide. You can't just jump right in and immediately start to expect to make 10K an hour. It's not impossible. It's just highly improbable, especially if you need a base of items. You can of course buy a base of items from the auction house, and then you'll be able to immediately start reselling them and making profit. But the main thing that you want is you just want to farm up a good base of items. It'll take maybe 2-3 hours. It honestly depends on how much you want to farm and how fast you do it. But it's one of those things where once you do this once, you probably won't have to do it for a while. I mean, it depends on exactly how much gold you're looking to make and how much gold, you know, pretty much just how much gold you're looking to make. The key behind this is if you want to continually make 10K every hour, you'll need to keep farming because you'll need to keep replenishing your supply of items that do sell the best. Now, generally, the one item that I don't seem to have to farm too much is thorium, but the main places I do seem to need to farm a lot is LBRS, Utgard, Pinnacle, and Botanica. I usually always have to run them when I start getting low on enchanting supplies, when I start getting low on cloth, and things like that. Now, I'd like to start out by talking about Goldthorn a little bit here. Goldthorn is it's going to be one of your good sellers. Now, it doesn't sell for like a super ton, but what you will come to notice is that Goldthorn does make you a decent amount of money. The main thing with this guide is you're going to need to cover as many markets as possible. That's the key. That's the key to making this much gold an hour. You want to cover as many markets as possible, and Goldthorn is one of the markets you will want to cover. All on the index page of my website, I have all the markets. Every single item that I buy and resell is on there pretty much. There's a few select items that I'll take advantage of if I see that they're low price, that I'll buy and resell, but pretty much exactly what's on my webpage is exactly what's going to make you 10K an hour. Now, it's very important that you always check out each of these auctions every single time you log on. On top of checking each of them every single time you log on, you want to, sorry, I'm having brain farts. You want to check them every time you log on, buy out any auctions that are cheaper than the ones you are selling. So say somebody has Ember Silk up for 29 gold a stack, you can sell it for 39 gold a stack. Somebody has it up for 35 gold a stack, you can sell it for 39 gold a stack. You will want to buy that out and immediately put it up for your price. And keep it up for your price. If you know you can get it, never go below what your price is unless you just have so much of that item filling up. But this only holds true for certain things. And I covered the certain things that you should sometimes undercut yourself on in my guides, which all of that information is on my website, which you can find the link to my website in the description. I have hundreds of pages on this guide on my website. Everything is covered on my website. These videos are here to support the information that is on my website. These videos should not and will not stand on their own. That's something you need to keep in mind. You will need to visit my website. My website has all of the math. It's got how to manipulate people's auctioneer, how to use the auction house to your advantage. It's got on the very index page, which the link in this description will take you directly to the index page of this guide. If you scroll to the bottom, it will have the exact math proving to you that I make 10K an hour. I actually made 10,500 gold in just 50 minutes. And I show all of the screenshots for this. I was unable to make videos for it just due to the fact that I would have to make so many videos. It would just be, it's an insane amount because Fraps records, and when Fraps records, it takes 2 gigs per 1 minute. And I don't have that big of a hard drive to make that long of a video. On that similar note, you're going to notice a little bit of time passing in between a few of these startup guide videos. I'm going to cover Goldthorn, I'm going to cover Thorium, and then I'm going to need about an hour break because I'm going to have to compress all of the videos. I'm going to have to compress them, convert them into whatever, and then just throw them in a folder that I'm going to be uploading as soon as possible to YouTube. So if you're wondering why server time passes so much in between certain videos, I'm not doing anything fancy, I promise you. All that's going on is I'm compressing videos, and I can't tape another video while I'm compressing another video because it just lags me so badly. I think this very next run is going to be my last Goldthorn run, and then I'm going to log on my Thorium character, if that wasn't already my last run. I'm not sure, I was too busy talking and I couldn't keep track. I don't think I reset the instance, I didn't see that in the chat log. What was I going to say now? I had a brain fart. Hold on, let me see if I reset this instance or not. I'm fairly certain I did, yes I did. Okay, this is the last Goldthorn now. This is going to be the last Goldthorn run, and then I'm going to switch to my Thorium farming character, show you the path that I use, explain a little bit about Thorium. Now, one thing I didn't mention yet is there's nothing fancy about Goldthorn. You're not going to be doing anything with it besides selling it as Goldthorn. People use it to level through alchemy, and probably some people use it as inscriptions, which is probably pretty silly. But most of the people are going to be leveling with Goldthorn through alchemy. That's the main market that you're going to be wanting to cover here. Now, I'm done farming Goldthorn. I'm going to switch to my Thorium character now. Let me see how long this video is. Only 7 minutes long, so I'll just continue through the character select screen. Sorry, I had to drink some water, but okay, we're logging on my Thorium farming character now. Now, as I say in my guides, even on the startup page and the index page, you don't need as many characters as I do for this. I just use as many characters as I do because, well, I have that many characters. Like, take a look at my, select screen here. I have enough characters. I'm only missing 3 level 85s. So, and yes, I'm a nerd. That's why you should listen to me. That's why I'm right, and that's why I can do this. And that's why, if you're not a nerd, you should take your information from a nerd, somebody that's been playing this game since November 24th, 2004. Somebody who's been playing since day one. Take your advice from me. I know what I'm talking about. Now, once I finish loading, I can start showing you. Now, I farm Thorium in Ungaro Crater. You can farm it in Slithis. You can farm it in Winter Spring. You can farm it in Ungaro. It doesn't really matter where you farm it. You pretty much just want to go somewhere where there's nobody else farming. That's the main thing you want to keep in mind. If there's nobody farming there, hey, take over that zone. Start farming there where they are. Because what you want to do is just maximize your profits per time spent. Like all the goblins say when you click on them, time is money, friend. They're very true. Time is money. In order to make 10K an hour, you want to make sure you spend every single second to the best of your abilities. You never want to waste a little bit of time. You never want to just screw around. In order to make that much gold an hour, you're going to need to actually try. Now, the only reason that I was able to pretty much not do anything besides sit and stare at the auction house when I proved my 10K an hour is because during that period of time, what I did, I farmed a crap ton before I took all those screenshots so I could actually show you what it would do. Now you may be like, well, that's cheating, but hey, you're going to be farming at the same exact time when I made 10K in 50 minutes. Now, if I was able to farm at the same exact time that I made 10K in 50 minutes, say I ran LBRS. One LBRS run takes 20 minutes, and it makes you about 1,000 gold averaged out to. All the information, once again, the average, estimates, items, proving that the items sell for how much I say they do, all of that is on my website. Now, I can make 1,000 gold in just 20 minutes in LBRS. 50 minutes it took me to make 10K. If I was able to farm LBRS at the same time while taking those pictures, I'd make an additional 2.5K, upping my total. So, it's one of those things where what I've done with this guide is I've given you lowball averages for pretty much everything. I made 100% sure that you will make more gold than what I say you will with this guide. Because I don't want people to feel like I'm not the type of person that's going to document my best runs ever and brag about them. I'm not going to say, hey, look, I can actually make, instead, like, I can probably I've pulled in 15K in a single hour before. So I'm not going to say Almar's 15K an hour guide, just because I did it one time. What I'm going to do is show you, pretty much, like, what I can do with little to no trouble. As I just mentioned, I'm not the type of person to brag about something, some massive, like, hey, I made 15K in a single hour. I mean, I've probably made more than 15K in a single hour. If everything starts selling, like, say my volatile air starts selling, volatile life starts selling, 2 enchanting, recipes just fly off the markets. Make me 1,000 or 2,000 gold for each of them right there. All the volatile airs at 20 gold each. Emberstoke starts selling at 40 gold a stack. I just mailed all the items from my vashj'ir character to Almar, and all of a sudden that starts selling. You'll, like, when it comes to these guides, what's going to happen is you're not going to make 10K an hour every hour on the dot. So 1 hour you might make 15K, the other hour you might make 5K. What does that average out to? 10K an hour. This is how it's going to work, and you need to keep this in mind. You should not expect to make 10K an hour every hour. 1 hour you'll make more, 1 hour you'll make less. No matter what, it's going to average out to 10K an hour. I use averages when I'm doing this, when I do all of this math, and to prove to you how much you're making an hour. Now, to finish rambling about that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mine this deposit of thorium, and since this video is at 11 minutes now, so I don't pass over YouTube's 15-minute limit, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it and then start video number 2 right now. So give me 1 second.